Hey folks, welcome back to our test playthrough of Space Haven Alpha 14. Let's get started. In the previous session we saw a couple bugs and we saw a couple of new changes like the new power nodes, the crew editing, and the new hull stabilizer. We brought a new shield generator online. Let's actually take a look at what that looks like from the top. I like that look. It's like that little tiny ring. That's cool. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how this protects the hyperdrives and nothing else, I think is what's gonna happen based on my understanding. So this has, I'm also looking at the stats here. It's showing me the hull stability is 69 and the shield is 12. Shield penetration is 0%. I imagine the shield penetration is gonna go up as we start to take damage, like from meteoroids and stuff like that. Or, you know, from getting shot at by the enemy ship. Insufficient oxygen levels. That's weird. I mean, I guess that makes sense because we're clearing out everything from the station, right? So right now we're in the process of transferring everything off of the station. So in preparation to leave, we can see there's still a bunch of stuff in storage here that's getting moved. So when this storage gets cleared out, then we're gonna stop our grow beds and get underway. And because we're playing on a relatively easy difficulty and resources are abundant, I'm not going to worry too much about filling with these individual machines and making sure we get every last resource out of them. Ship storage full. This must be on board the new ship here. Okay, we are going to have to worry about our storage, though, it looks like. So we got 500 storage here. I could actually fit 2 more small storage in here, it looks like. I was originally going to put a large storage there, but I kind of took away that option from myself when I built the bedroom the way I did, so... Although we could actually probably collapse it a little bit if we wanted to. How many more resources total do we think we have on here? It's not... we got 36, that's 45, 46. So 2 small storages should be enough, I think. We're going to be spending a lot of this stuff anyway in the near future as we continue our ship build. I was thinking while I was offline, I want to get an assembler started so that we can start to figure out what was I want to get an assembler started so we can start to produce more hull blocks and continue our ship expansion, because right now we only have 6 hull blocks. And I also want to get the rest of my industry train up and running. Okay, let's set a minimum for hull blocks. Let's say produce less than 3, that's fine. Infra blocks less than 3. Actually, let's make it less than 6 for infra blocks. And for soft blocks, we can't produce them right now anyway, but we're going to produce them if we have less than 4, let's say. We will be able to produce them shortly once we get grow beds online on board the new ship here. We also have to think about where we're going to put a second oxygen generator, because they only have 1 over here, and it's not really enough for the size of crew that we have. We actually, I think, are going to need 2 of them with the 7 crew members. I think it's about 4 people to an oxygen generator, so... Let's get a second one online here. I think I'm going to leave this room for more hangar. So, although the way this pod is oriented, that might not be possible, so yeah, let's take a life. I mean, this is a very haphazard build. We're just trying stuff out, not really trying to make it fancy. How are we doing with logistics here? We have 14 units left to move. Let's stop anything that's not almost done growing. I'm missing 1 bed over here, I just realized. Let's put 2 bunk beds there. I think we can afford that in terms of the soft blocks that we have now that we got our central bridge stations built. I'm hoping we can hit a meteoroid shower in the relatively near future, because I want to see what effect it has on our new shields, the little mini shields here. I think we may also want to get the small weapon turret online. Let's take a look at the research tree, by the way. See if they've changed anything. So far, it looks like everything's the same as in Alpha 13. Generators, robotics, everything like that's the same. In the weapons, we have rocket turret and then energy turret. Okay, so for weapons console, we also get the auto turret. And then for shield console, we also get the small shield generator. That's pretty interesting because it means that we can save a research step here for each of these things. So we can do one research item, and then we get access to basic weapons. We do one research item, and we get access to basic shields. Exquisite TV, hey, how's it going? Is that that's Doug, right? No. Greetings. Doing alright. Trying out Alpha 14 for the first time, so I'm pretty hyped about that. We're about to get underway here with our ship build and leave the sector. Okay, I think we're actually done with the ship build, so let's get everybody moved over. Don't need to see the TV at the end of the name, my bad. Alright, so let's get everybody over onto the new ship. And then I think we're ready to leave. Okay. I'm gonna expand this out and make some more. Where's our power node actually? Let's put some more industry over in this section. Yeah, a lot of stuff's changed. They recently, this is the new version that just came out today. So I'm playing on the experimental branch, and they just redid a bunch of stuff as related to shipbuilding. They redid the way that hull stabilizers work. They redid the way that the entire power grid works. They changed the crew skills, so you can now level up your crew members. So you can see they have like a current skill and then a maximum skill as their experience goes up. And there's a bunch of other new stuff with combat and things like that too. So yeah, so I'm just trying out all these new features for the first time. Okay, and we have everybody on board, and the ship looks like it's working. So let's launch. The Callisto, we're actually missing... We have 2 hyperdrives. It's actually not enough for the size ship we have. I think we want to upgrade our generator very soon and get a bigger refinery online. But for now, let's jump. Well, this is interesting. It actually shows the individual hyperdrives charting. Oh, this is new. Look, check this out. Ship is ready to jump, but mass is only partially supported by charged hyperdrives. Damage is expected. Okay, we're going to jump anyway and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen here. We're leaving behind all the stuff in the mining base. That's fine. I'm really curious to see what kind of damage happens when we jump. Okay, so we got a claimable ship in this sector. We're going to drop here. More chances to be wrecked, yeah. Hey, Nate. I don't know what the chance of damage is going to be. Peek out the star system hyperlane. Yeah, so it's telling us... I don't see any... Oh, the hyperdrives actually got damaged. So we took 1 out of 8 damage points on the hyperdrive. So it was the drives themselves and not the ship that got damaged. I don't see any hull damage or shield damage, so it looks like we're okay on that score. Just gonna make sure we repair the hyperdrives before the next jump. So good to know. Let's go ahead and look at our industry here. We want an energy refinery because I want to switch to a bigger generator. Now, I'm going to try something. I'm going to dismantle the generator that we have here without building a new generator. I want to see what happens to the ship's power. Booting up the game, I'll have to split my time between this and the new humankind stuff tonight. Cool. Okay, so we see... I turned the generator offline, so we see that all of our systems, like the hyperdrives and stuff like that, have gone offline. I see that these things... Oh, there's no basic power either because there's no generator, right? Okay. So we're actually completely out of power because the generator's down. That's fine. So we just gotta make sure we build this quickly before we die. Doesn't fit in that spot, though. I think that this is okay. Oh, you're fine. So since we have this built and loaded, then I think we should start getting all our power back online. We don't have to relink everything because they did away with the link system. There we go. So yeah, we see power's back online immediately. What happens if I stop the generator? It looks like we still have... We have 30 out of 30 advanced power stored. Let's look at the... It's accumulating basic backup power. Let's go ahead and start producing some energy rods here. I guess energy is a little less essential than it used to be. So let's produce a couple units of advanced hyperfuel, because I think we're going to start making the bigger ships. Are now at least as wired as a ranch house from the 60s. It's great, yeah. No kidding. All right. Okay, we did finally run out of power. And it looks like the basic backup power is not able to be used by the generator stopped either, which I didn't really expect. But that's okay. Just experiment. So what we might want to try to do at some point, just to try stuff out, we might want to run ourselves out of Energium and energy rods and leave our generator online and see how the ship runs on just backup power alone. So right now it's like, it seems like it's impossible for me to force it to run only on backup power without messing up the entire setup. This isn't enough space for the new hyperdrive because I'm using the higher class of hyperdrives. There we go. I also want to get another pod online because we're going to be doing a lot of construction in the very near future. I think we can expand this and make that a pod bay. Rolling characters, and I'm like, oh, a 3 in weapons, that's good, except it's not now. Well, I think as far as the rolls go, they could still only go up to 3 by default, but you can customize them if you want to. You can like remove skills from one area and put skills in another area, so you can make them higher if you want to. What time is it in your country? It's a little before 9 p.m. here. I'm on the U.S. East Coast. What time is it there? Oh, 3 a.m. Oh, okay. You're not quite that. I've been known to stay up that late on Saturday nights, but we're not quite there yet. Oh, whoa, this is interesting. So we have an industry task that we can't do because we don't have enough skill. That's going to be a problem for us. We might have to stick with the basic hyperdrives until we're able to do that. So we actually don't have enough refined hyperfuel because our industry skill isn't high enough. Let's take a look at our industry skills and see who has the highest. So we have a 2 out of 8, 3 out of 5, 4 out of 9. So this guy, Kendall, is actually almost high enough. So if we train him enough, if we do enough industry tasks, he'll eventually be able to take over. So let's take him off of maintenance and have him just focus on industry. Because we really need this hyperfuel, I think. We only got 1 unit right now. Yeah, let's see what Kendall's experience level looks like. He's a little less than halfway to the next level. His daily limit is 102 out of 854. So he hasn't done as much learning as he conceivably could in the current day. Oh, there's a derelict here, by the way. We should check this out. I totally forgot. I'm so excited by the building that I didn't even look. Okay, so these guys are going to rest. Let's grab our dudes and board. And check out the claimable ship. Alright, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, Exquisite. Good to see you. But let's slow things down a little bit. Alright, so this is all pretty much business as usual, except that we have one guy that has a weapon skill of higher than 3. Okay, so the Miranda, we're gonna... Oh, we don't have enough ship points to claim that because our current ship is too big. Oh well. We could salvage it for scrap. I mean, I guess we might as well do that, right? So we're gonna abandon that, because we're not gonna be able to claim it later. We're not gonna ever give up the ship that we're currently building. And we have a crawler corpse that we can grab. Actually out of steel plates, so we need to get some... We need to get a metal refinery online so we can start making steel plates. Just noticed that that was bottlenecking our industry here. What's our advanced power situation look like? And our graph here, so advanced power is 89. We're generating 0 per second and consuming 0 per second. Basic power, we're generating 23.8 and consuming 25.7. That's interesting. We're consuming more basic power than we're generating. I wouldn't have expected that. I guess that's because of the backup power being charged. We are out of tech blocks. That would be a problem, except that we can demolish something if we need to free up tech blocks. I'm going to demolish the workbench. It's a shame that we couldn't get any tech blocks off this claimable ship. Because of the ship points restriction. Okay, so we got another industry machine that we can work now, so now we can continuously produce hull blocks as long as we have base metal. Which do we? We're actually a bit low on base metal. We're gonna have to get that solved pretty soon. So we're gonna let our crew rest here. I think that's probably enough. Okay, now we see we have 3 hyperdrives. They're all charged up, and we see that it's ready. And it actually shows us the mass supported, which is cool. So it's just a little improve the UI a little bit to help new players understand what's going on. It's always good to see. Okay, we get some carbon here, which is nice. Some other stuff that we can mine as well. Oh, I forgot to build a new pod here for our pod bay. Let's do that now. Or, you know, whenever the crew wakes up in the morning. Yeah, we should probably start some research as well, because we did have some technologies that we haven't researched yet. I think the thing that I'm most interested in researching right now is the logistics robots. So we're going to go ahead and do that, followed by that. It's interesting, it looks like we already have some research progress on logistics robots. I think that may be from salvaging. Let's check our temperature in here. We're quite warm, actually. Oh, we're in a radiation sector, so that's going to be a big problem if we don't take care of it. We're going to put some thermal regulators out to deal with that. Nice thing is we can put these anywhere now. We don't have to worry about covering them with our power grid. It's kind of convenient. Okay, we still don't have the industry chops yet to produce hyperfuel, so that's going to definitely be a problem for us. We might have to jump under mass or build more hyperdrives, which we actually can't right now because we're out of tech blocks. Now we got lots of resources and we can afford to sit here for a while, so if it's becomes a matter of life or death, we can dismantle the industry stuff that we're using and build different industry machines and just juggle until we cranked out enough tech blocks to support everything. Let's try to avoid doing that because it takes a long time and it's kind of boring to watch, probably. Small Hope now starts with just enough food to starve to death in space. Oh, okay. Did it start with food? I didn't feel like it started with much food before. Did they reduce it? Alright, are we done or are we still mining here? We're still mining Hyperium crystals. Just noticed we're almost out of water. I don't know if I have a production rule set on my water purifier. We should probably be setting that. It'll also help us get some industry experience. Or Kendall here. It was this bad in the past as well, but it's bad now for sure. Yeah. Small Hope is a rough situation in general. Let's see how our mining skills are doing. We got a 4 in mining. And a 3 that's almost become a 4. So the mining skill is leveling up pretty quick. We also probably have some research skill leveling up here. So we got somebody who's a 2 who's slowly working up to a 3. Okay, we're done with this sector. One thing I'm wondering about is when this runs out of fuel, whether we'll be able to jump still. So it's saying right now it's insufficient resources, it can't reload, but we still have 0.4 hyperfuel left. I'm wondering if it'll let us jump and take a risk when that thing is out of hyperfuel. I think that'd be kind of cool. What happened to Victor here? He's got a black eye. He's fighting with somebody. Okay. And he's got a crawler bite on top of that. So we gotta be careful to make sure that Victor doesn't get killed here. First sector, and I've already found somebody. That's great. Oh. That's the best thing when you have no food and no resources. Like, hey, we got an extra person on board. That helps, right? We can starve together. Misery loves company, as they say. Oh, their accuracy's so bad. I dread what this is going to be like on brutal difficulty. We got a person. Nice. For us, that's a good thing because we're not playing on the super hard setting. Oaks, what are you good at? Oaks is a hero with 3 in mining out of 8, it looks like. And he's also got a really high navigation and gunnery. And his botany is 3, but it only goes up to a 4. So he's kind of like a secondary botanist, I guess. He has a minus 55% surrender chance, though. He's very brave, so he's going to come with us for now. And when Victor inevitably gets murdered by crawlers, he's going to pick up the pieces. And be our meat shield in the meantime. Okay. Okay, we actually saw through the window, so we don't need to go in there anymore. Okay, we've explored the ship. PCS unconditional. So, Oaks, the new guy, why don't you go pick up your wallet from the table over here? I'm assuming that's yours. And we're going to add it to the party loot. Ooh, we got some more tech blocks. That's nice. Okay, everyone may have to draw straws on who gets eaten. I mean, whoever dies first, you know, that's human meat, right? You just need an autopsy table. Make sure you gotta have one built by then. Looking at our food totals, we don't need grow beds here for a while yet. We still have no tech blocks. I'm trying to think what we should build next. We're kind of bottleneck on tech blocks right now. I should have customized this and made it even more. Let's see. So we could go... How many tech blocks we need to go Optronics Fabricator Advanced Assembler? It looks like 5 tech blocks we need. So as soon as we get the opportunity, we're going to buy 5 tech blocks, trade whatever we have to get that, and then we'll be golden. Actually, it's going to be 2 tech blocks because we're getting 3 off of this derelict, right? We got a Slaver's Guild ship coming in next turn. I want to hang around for 2 reasons. One is that we have a lot of really useful stuff here that I want to grab. And the other is that I want to see what happens when we fight the Slaver's Guild. We could conceivably try to build weapons quickly, except that it's probably not a great... Oh, we need this hyperfield too. It's probably not a great idea because we don't have enough tech blocks, really. I don't think we actually could do it with the 1 tech block that we have. Even if we get the other 3 from the ship here, it's probably not going to be enough. This is not what I mean by expedited salvage, guys. Okay. What's our inventory on the shuttle look like? We got the 3 tech blocks. That's the most important thing. Here comes a Hyperium unit, a Hyperfuel unit, I think. Okay, so he's... What do we got here? This is one of those guys that actually has no... What is this? I'm looking at this little blue node on top next to the hyperdrive here, and I have no idea what that is. Is that a power node? Look at our... Yeah, that's an advanced power node. That's interesting. I wonder if that's a thing that we can hit now with our weapon systems. These, in any case, these guys have no weapon systems, so they're going to try to board us, which is probably okay-ish. What does this red icon mean? Battle station mode automatic. Set battle station position manually. Clear assigned battle station position and set to automatic. Oh, this is cool. So we can set where our guys are gonna go in the event of a fight. That's pretty awesome. So we could like line our guys up outside the airlock just like the AI is doing in the previous version. That's pretty cool. I'm torn. Do I want to try that out? Let's see how many guys are on this shuttle. It's 3 guys. I think that's too many. Let's get out of here. I don't know if we're going to be able to. I think we're going to have to fight. As much as I want to try the battle station thing, I don't think I want to do it right this second while there's guys bearing down on us that are about to dock. Where is our pistols? So Zoltan, you're going to get a pistol. Who else? Oaks could potentially grab a weapon, and he's pretty brave, so I think he's going to. Okay, let's slow things down. So Zoltan has got a weapon, has got a pistol from storage. That's good. Let's set his... Now that he's got that, let's set his battle station to... here, I guess? We're gonna set our drafted guys. Oaks is still going to get a weapon. Victor is actually healed up now, and he's not that brave, though. I don't want the person with a shotgun in front, though. We're gonna put Isla in front. Let's put her there. And then we're gonna put... Who's the guy with a shotgun? It was... wasn't Victor, it was Katya. We're gonna put Katya behind him. And then I want a guy with a pistol on the other side if we can manage it. Kindle Fire is kind of far away, unfortunately. I'm gonna see how this works out for us. I don't know if it's going to. I have a feeling it's gonna be a problem. Do they... It looks like they're waiting to dock because our shuttle just docked. Oaks, give me your inventory. Here we go. Okay, so now, Oaks, you're going to be positioned over on the opposite side to create a nice crossfire here. I wonder if there's an option that we can do to actually activate battle stations. Zoltan's auto-drafted. That's not good. Zoltan, don't die. Oh god. I'm not sure about this new battle station system. It seems to be a bit weird. I'm not sure if that's just because I set it up too late or what. Leave Zoltan alone. Okay, Zoltan's gonna... He should have an option to surrender, shouldn't he? Okay, we're gonna have everybody focus fire on this person. Oaks is heading to battle stations. It's like they kind of abandoned their battle stations right before the enemy shuttle boarded. It's very weird. I think Zoltan's gonna die. Oh, we got him. We got him. Okay. We figured it out. We didn't start with enough tech blocks to build a recycler. That's rough. Yeah, that's how it goes. You won this one, but you get you someday. Okay, we took them all as prisoners. That's fine. We can build them a prison. We can afford to. We'll get some more people on board. Okay, so that was kind of a train wreck, but we survived somehow. Zoltan desperately needs medical attention, and we don't have the capability for that. So we're going to set him on override. This is interesting. I can't force him to go to bed while he's in battle mode. Can I deactivate battle mode somehow? We're still charging the hyperdrive. Mass supported by hyperdrives needs to be over 50%. Okay, I'm gonna bug report this because this is like a problem, I think. I need to override and force Sky to sleep, but the override option is superseded by battle stations, so it doesn't give me the option to put him to sleep. I don't know if that's a bug or, I mean, it's more like a design flaw than a mistake in the code, right? Override was overrode, yeah. No kidding. Okay, so... Oh, we really need to get that hyperdrive. Hyperdrives are almost online. Sultan's probably going to bleed out. We'll see when we get to the next sector. Okay, we have to get to a safe location. This should be okay, maybe? No, the slavers are chasing us still. I feel like that battle station thing actually makes the slavers way more dangerous because in my cruise and battle stations, I can't force the injured guys to sleep, and I can't force them to do any other tasks, it seems like. It's not clear to me how I would do that, if I wanted to do that. Okay, so we're no longer in... I wonder if I stood down red alert if it would override the battle stations thing. Okay, I'm gonna give Zoltan 8 hours of sleep and hope for the best because we don't have medical bays. We have a bunch of prisoners that we want to house. Let's make sure that we get that figured out. Do we have the resources for more hull? We do. I'm gonna put the prisoners... I don't want to put them too close to storage. I think I'm going to put them kind of over here in the back somewhere. So let's do like this. They're going to have their own residence that's kind of adjacent to our residence, but blocked off by a wall so they can't actually get to there. Now, an interesting thing is that the prisoners... Like, I used to make this very tiny, like, New York efficiency apartment design where the prisoners were all crammed into one room, but that's not going to work anymore because they've changed the way that works. They've changed the way that the comfort system works, so the prisoners are going to be uncomfortable if all of their facilities are in one. Sure enough, Zoltan bled to death. Sorry, Zoltan. Didn't expect that. I was a little too cocky. Trying to get resources off the derelict. Okay, so anyway. It occurs to me that I actually could turn these two small storages into a large storage. If I just put the large storage sideways like this, or like that. So for that reason, I'm gonna build like this. And then I'm gonna leave this open, and for now I'm gonna leave this open. That's gonna be a... or no, this is gonna be a door later. This is our effective door for right now. And then our prisoner quarters is gonna be in this section back here. And we're gonna put a wall in between... like that, I think. So here's our door to the prisoner quarters. And now gets services and small ships. That's cool. Okay, so let's see what we got in terms of prisoner kibble here. So here's our kitchen. We're gonna have a more comfortable space for our prisoners than we have for our crew members, with tables, things like tables and chairs that are too fancy for our current soft block budget. We're gonna need a little more hull over here, though. So this is gonna be like a bedroom, and then we'll put the bathroom over here, I guess. Something like that. We're actually a bit low on infra blocks. We should try to figure out our industry chain before we get too invested in infra blocks for this. I think we need the optronics fabricator next. So we can get this, we can just plunk this down over here. And not really sure which is priority. I guess let's make the up fabricator priority. We're going to get our tech block manufacturing started. One interesting aspect of the skill leveling up system is now it really hurts to lose a crew member, because you're like, I was, you know, training that guy and he was really good at XYZ, and now I don't have him anymore and I've got this newbie to work with instead. So that makes it, I like that it raises the stakes. That's kind of cool. Kendall, however, we still have working up to Industry 5, so it's good to see that. Okay, so here's our kitchen for the prisoners. Here is their door to the bedroom. Here's their door to the bathroom. And again, it's nice that I don't have to worry about figuring out how to get power over there with little mini small power nodes. I kind of like the aesthetic of the in-floor nodes, but it's a pain to have to build them everywhere. It feels like a waste of energy blocks. I don't know. I feel like I really like the basic power system, but I wish they would still use the links for the large power. It's okay, so this is going to be our prisoner quarters. Permissions, prisoner area. Oh, we got to make sure we give them a spacesuit locker as well. I wonder if we can still put prisoners and refugees in the same place. Probably, right? Spacesuit locker is going to go here. Does this give negative comfort? It does not. That's fine. Okay, so they've got their own little space now, and they'll have beds pretty soon, even. This guy's sleeping on the floor. Let's check out the comfort levels here. So this has got work comfort we don't care about. So we got idleness comfort here from seats, tables, and a light. We've got sleep comfort here from beds. And then there's the toilet, which is not comfortable anyway. We could give these guys, let's give these guys a view of the shuttles going in and out of the airlock so they have a little more light, and also it's gonna be kind of nice for them, so maybe they'll be more likely to join our cause. We also never built a second oxygen generator, I just realized, and the reason I'm realizing that is because this gauge was going up and down. So let's go ahead and build our second... Oh no, we did build a second one. We're going to need a third one, though, I think. Costs us a tech block, though, which we can't really afford to spare. We're going to start... We have no chemicals right now. Ooh. Might have to do the chemical refinery before we do optronics. Oh, we got a lot of mining here that we haven't started yet. Let's get that done. We could, if we wanted to, afford to skip over some resources that are available to us in some sectors and just pick and choose the things that we actually want to collect. But I think it's easy enough just to collect everything. It makes sense to do that. Still waiting for our Rockstar industry person. Was the person that died a member of our away team? They were not, so they must have had a pistol. Another interesting thing about the battle stations is that I can't configure them unless there's actually a battle going on. I find that a little bit weird. I feel like the battle station systems might need to be revised a little bit. At least the UI elements of it. Okay, we got chemical refining online. Let's do... Produce if we have less than 10 chemicals. We have no raw chemicals currently, although I think we have some coming up in the next sector. I'm gonna do like 3 plastic units for now. Fertilizer, 2, and that's good. Almost done with the mining. One thing I have to be really cautious about is that the navigation is going to take longer to charge up now because of the skill system. I have to really keep an eye on that. I'm used to being able to jump out right before an enemy ship comes into the sector, and it seems like that's not an easy thing to do anymore, or at least not as much as it was. Okay, we got the research done for the robots. We don't have the tech blocks yet, so we can't get that online, but as soon as we get our advanced assembler up and running, then we can start to crank out some robots to help us with shipboard logistics and make our whole operation a lot faster. Okay, here's some raw chemicals coming on board. See how these guys are feeling. 1% chance to convert, 1.3%, 1.4%. I'm not too happy over there. I wonder if they need some light in their bedroom there. You should also check if they have a comfortable temperature there. It's 5 degrees centigrade, so maybe let's put in a thermal regulator. Makes sense for it to be here, I think. So waiting for that Industry 5. He's almost there. I think a trait that's really going to be really valuable in this version of the game is going to be the fast learner trait. Let's see if any of our guys have that trait. I didn't really look. Fast learner. Kindle fire is going to be useful, I think. Especially construction and industry. So he's almost a 5. No, I was looking at the wrong guy. Kindle fire is mining and construction, so he's going to be really good at those two things before too long. Okay, we've got our jump ready. What's our base metal situation look like? We got 4. Yeah, we're gonna stop here and get base metals. We got that Slavers Guild ship in the neighboring sector, so I want to get it while they're not in this sector. Looks like we picked up another unit of refined hyperfuel somewhere. Maybe we just haven't used that one unit yet. I think we must have picked up another one. Okay, they've gone there. We're gonna go here. Hopefully we can get these new crew members, prospective crew members, to join our team soon, because they'll really accelerate our shipboard operations. Right now they're just eating our food. We probably need to think about getting grow beds online within a day or two. Also give our industry something to work on. Let's go ahead and start that. So where do we want our grow beds? I think I want them to be... I think I'm going to reserve this area for a little more crew quarter space. So let's put the grow beds like up here-ish. Something like... So that's crew quarters. This is going to be about like that, I think. I think we can afford that. Yeah, we got enough carbon and base metals. Might take us a minute because our pods are occupied. We should probably put our basic chemicals on continuous production because we have tons and tons of energy. And that'll give Kendall some industry practice. So that should give him enough to level up to 5, and then he can start working on our hyperfuel, I think. 5 might be too much refined hyperfuel. Let's go to like 3. Because we do still have some basic hyperdrives as well. So that's that. This is going to be the end of the bridge. I think we want to have the grow beds to be a little more accessible, so let's make this a double door. A lot of weird status effects going on here. No safe path without a spacesuit. Where's that? Oh, I think we got some temperature things going on here. So got a lot of heat in the airlock section. I think that means a couple things. One is that we need to get out of the radiation sector so we can actually get to our airlock. We actually do have airlocks over here for the shuttle and the pod, so we're not in a situation where we can't get to our airlocks. We can't get to our spacesuits. But I want to make sure that we have this availability. So I'm going to put this in the kitchen, I think. Maybe we put it on the bridge. Let's put it on the bridge. I think that makes more sense. So this is where we can emergency scramble to get spacesuits. I don't really want to put it in the middle here, but I also don't want it to block this side path, so I think it's going to go in the middle. And then, what was the other thing I was going to build? Something, oh, thermal regulators, of course. To get our temperature under control. So we got that, and we're going to put another one over here. Still mining. Okay, we see Kendall doing the hyperfuel now. Awesome. So he finally got to level 5 industry. We got to make sure that he stays alive. He's going to be a key player in our ship's setup here. He's not an away team member, is he? No, he's not. That's good. So our backup away team, I think, is going to be Oaks and probably just Oaks right now. Yeah, and he's got a pistol, so that's good. How's our mining going? Waiting for another mining crew to go out. We're still working on the carbon over here. Playing like we have infinite resources, we are going to have to actually start worrying about them at some point. Our food is starting to get a little bit low in a couple areas. We're good on raw chemicals, we're good on base materials, so the big bottlenecks right now are tech blocks and the ability to grow food. We do have the algae dispensers, of course, if food's not available. I was thinking, I wonder if I should move the hyperdrives closer and try to consolidate them into the center of the ship, but we visit the hyperdrive so seldom it's not really necessary, I think. The only time when we're refueling for another jump is the only time they really have to walk down there. Waiting for some of this whole construction to get done. There we go, finally. It was all bottlenecked waiting on the mining tasks. So I think this is just wide enough for 2 of these things. Or we could go with the long beds. Let's experiment. I'm going to wait for that whole hull section to get built, and then we'll see what we can fit in there. This doesn't need to exist. Okay, so that's 10. That's 15. 17. Okay, so we use the large, we get 17. If we use the medium ones, we get 8, 12, 16. So in this sense, in this setup, we get more efficiency from the large grow beds. We could also try to orient them to the other way. Let's see. Four, 6. Oh, sorry, that's 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 17, 18. So we actually can fit more of the small grow beds in here if we orient them the correct way. And I kind of like the way this looks, honestly. I think it's cool how they're like packed together in rows like that. We don't necessarily need to actually build all of these things initially. Let's build like 5 of them to start. It is my spaceship. That's right. Okay. I think we don't have the skill to grow seeds and nuts yet, probably. We don't actually need fruit right now, technically, so we could grow some more root vegetables. We could grow some fibers, but we have some already that we're not using. So let's just stick with the vegetables. We're gonna let our crew rest because we're jumping into another derelict sector in the morning. I wonder how the basic versus advanced power usage affects our energy crystal consumption. So this, it looks like a 0.0056 of a rod produces 40 advanced energy, or 0.0002 of a rod produces 60 basic energy, if I'm reading this correctly. So the basic energy is way more efficient now than it used to be, which means we're less threatened probably by the high thermal radiation sectors. Oh no. Slavers Guild. I think these guys are going to be... There should be some ships that we see... Oh, this is cool. So this is actually a ship that has the new systems. We have 2 mini gun turrets here and 1 mini shield. So this is like a little tiny ship that can do ship-to-ship combat, but it's not as strong as some of the bigger guys. We still outmatches this right now, though, because we don't have any tech blocks to build guns with. So we're going to bail. One thing I want to see as soon as we jump out of hyperspace here, I want to see if our percent chance of shield penetration has gone up. Got a civilian ship here that I want to see if we can buy tech blocks from. Let's check that out. Okay, so we jump in the sector. Before we've got the drives here, let's zoom out to the tactical view or look at the roof view, I think. Shield penetration 20%. Okay, so 1 in 5 shots are going to penetrate the shields with the current shielding that we have. That's interesting. And what's our shield? Our shields are actually down right now. Which is weird because I would think that the shield penetration would be 100% if the shields were completely down. That makes sense, right? I think that's a bug. I'm gonna report it. It looks like our shields are completely down. Actually, let me report this. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about here. So this shield has 0 out of 10. Yeah. If you can penetrate a non-existent shield is more of a philosophical question, I think. Yeah, I guess. I feel like when our shields are completely down, we should have 100% shield penetration chance. But it's showing only 20%. Is that expected behavior? Maybe it's like if we have one shield point, then it would be 20% still. I'm not entirely sure if that's a bug or not. But I'll report it anyway, see what they think about it. Maybe they'll change it. Or maybe they won't. I'm not boarding the civilian ship. This is not what we're trying to do here. Okay. I was thinking that we're in the derelict sector, but we actually left that sector and went to a different sector. So that's not a thing anymore. Tech blocks. We're going to sell some pistols for tech blocks. We're going to sell some energy cells, even though it's not the best price for tech blocks. We have a ton of chemicals, so we're going to pad out the rest of our cargo transfer with those. And unfortunately, that's not quite enough to give us the rest of our industry chain. That should give us our optronics. I'm gonna fire. Looks like it's already taken care of. If the shield goes down and nobody's there to shoot at it, is it still down at 0%? I don't know what I'm talking about. Communication requests. We can see what they want. Might be able to get good money. Okay, well, they want 3 carbon for 550 credits. That's actually a great deal, and it improves our relationship with them. That's cool. That's new. So before, they used to just give us better deals, but they weren't really good deals. So this is like a major upgrade in the amount of money that we're getting for the special resource they requested, and then we're going to get some faction on top of that. So that's kind of cool. The faction, I still don't know if that's a big deal yet. The faction, like how high your faction is, but we'll see about that. Okay. We don't have meat technology yet. Do we just grow vegetables everywhere? Let's start with 3 vegetable beds. See how we do with that. Military Alliance, MAS Bismarck. You have no tech blocks, so you're dead to me. We could buy some hull blocks to speed things along, but I'd rather not. Let's see. We gotta make sure again that we leave before the Slavers Guild does what the Slavers Guild is gonna do. Hopefully they'll have left the derelict sector alone. Let's have our guy out in a mining pod working on hull construction. Should be okay with that. Okay, they're all going to bed. I'm gonna spin up the hyperdrive though. Guys. I think this is an AI bug. Yeah, this is definitely an AI bug. The new version has a bug in the crew AI where I clicked I related to hyperdrive jobs. I clicked the button to charge the hyperdrive, but the red gear went on a crew member that was in their idle schedule time, and they ignored the order. The red gear eventually went to someone else, and they also ignored the order and went to bed instead of going to the nav console. There we go. Okay, that's a pretty severe bug, because I really want to get out of the sector right now. I'm going to grab a bunch of, actually oaks. So I really shouldn't have to override somebody's work schedule in order to make them operate the hyperdrive. They should just do that. That's the whole reason, that's the whole purpose of the red alert feature. Okay. But in any case... Now this is interesting. I saw that this guy's skill bar go from 0 to full. but then the hyperdrive still wasn't charged yet, so it's like they have two separate durations now. Optimus Jess, we have 2 civilian ships and a military line ship in the sector. This is going to be a whole cluster. We're going to stick around for a minute and see what happens. If they start sending a shuttle toward us, then we're leaving. And sure enough, they're sending a shuttle, so time for us to go. We're actually over mass again, I just noticed. So we're going to take some hyperdrive damage here. I'm going to wait in hyperspace for a minute. Oh no. Slavers are giving us a run for our money. Might not have been towards you. I mean, it might have been towards a military line ship behind us. We'll never know. So it looks like they are honoring the battle stations that I set previously. You can see they're all hanging out in the section by the airlock now. I'm going to go around the scenic route in hopes that the Slavers Guild will eventually go away. Maybe? There we go. They're actually both in that sector, and they both just went to the neighboring sector. That's good. So I was a little bit worried that as we went toward that sector, the other one was going to come up from the... I want to say south, but it's, you know, space, so who knows what that direction is called. The downward direction. Which, you know, is not necessarily south, depending on what part of the world you're from. Oh, well, no, that's true. That's not true. Sorry, south is south, but the down may not necessarily be south, depending on where you are in the world, if that makes sense. Because in South America, I think they have maps that are upside down by, I guess, sort of English or American standards, where south is upward on the map. At least I saw one map that had the characteristic. I don't know how common that is anymore. Whether that's still a thing that people do. Okay, south, 5%. Construction, smart. Intelligent and capable of finding solutions to difficult problems. Learning, 22%, but they're also more liable to surrender. They're not going to be much use to us clearing this derelict, so we're going to leave them there. Oops. I didn't like the table anyway. I'm lying, it's a really good table. I want one of those tables, I'm kind of jealous. Looks like we got a freebie here, that's good. For your spaceship or your home? The spaceship. I think I have better tables in my house. But as spaceship tables go, I think that's a pretty good one. We have another derelict that we need to check out. But we're gonna wait till everybody rests a little bit first. Except for Victor, apparently. Victor's okay. He's got a oxygen supply and he's got some energy left. I thought we were resting, but apparently not. Victor, can you go back to sleep? Let's suspend mining operations and get everybody back on board. Let the away team rest. And then go and check out the other derelict, and then we'll worry about the mining after that. And there's a Slavers Guild ship in the vicinity. We should probably try to take what we can of the stuff that's here. Let's prep for a jump, though. We learned our lesson from the last time. Okay, so these guys are gonna give them another hour or so to gather resources from the ship here. Okay, now they gotta go home. No, shuttle. Why do you hate my people? shuttle is like it's operated by Hal from the movie 2001. What is going on here? Oaks is unconscious on the kitchen floor, and it looks like somebody is welding his face with a welder. Oh no, he's just cleaning up blood. He got in a fight with somebody, got a black eye. Okay. Trying to be a hero, huh? Okay, that's better. So now we're ready to jump, and we are going to jump. We're gonna have to come back here later. We have to do the risky jump again because we don't have enough resources to build more hyperdrives. They're gonna pass through, so we're gonna jump back into this sector again. And the smaller derelict has moved over here. Poor Oaks. Let's, I'm gonna undraft that. These guys, though, I want them to sleep for like 4 or 5 hours. Or just our away team. Shuttle's going to pick stuff up from the airlock of the derelict that was already loaded. Okay, is that rested enough? I think they're rested enough. We have 2 people on board the shuttle. Okay. As soon as the shuttle settles and people are on board, shuttle's like repeatedly making trips back and forth. What on earth are they doing? Going over. Okay, we're still transferring stuff from this other place. That's what's going on. It's still marked as expedited, so they're gonna work on it. Which could be bad for us when we get over here. We might see a lot of aliens. We'll see about it. Okay, finally we've got our shuttle back, and it's empty. So let's go get our away team underway. They're well rested and ready for battle. Oh, we got a lot going on over here. This could be unmanageable. But there's a lot of resources here. There's 2 tech blocks, so we're gonna try to stick it out and see what happens. But man, this is gonna be tough. We should bring more crew members, probably, but I don't dare move the shuttle away from the ship right now. Very worried about our guys here. Let's not put the guy with the shotgun in front. I want to go this way, but I also want to open that door is what I was trying to do. Kept on misclicking the location. There we go. How do we get in here? Let's wait for this crawler to come through. Okay, we got him with a shotgun. So far, it hasn't been too bad. We got some initial problems with the haulers, but we haven't seen any more of them since. We need Katya to move out of the doorway here. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And we have another one that's about to hatch shortly here. Good. Okay, and then my theory is that that large spire was causing eggs to spawn, so now that that's gone, we shouldn't have as much of a problem, hopefully. Oh, lots of crawlers in here. We've got to be a little careful. Be a little more accurate, guys. Okay, we got that. I think that was the worst of it. Let's speed it up a little bit. See what's over on the other side. Okay, we got that, and now it's just this room. There might be one or two crawlers over here, but it should be alright. Okay, we explored the Stella Gravitas. Nice. And we get 3 more tech blocks and some more of these guys. And let's pick up the soft blocks as well. So I'm gonna prioritize that stuff, and then we'll get everything else later. I think we need a second shuttle pretty soon, but we can't quite afford one yet. Let's also finish our research bay here. I'm going to close that off again, and then we were going to put an optronics fabricator over in the corner here. So we're only a couple tech blocks away now from getting our advanced assembler online. I think actually when we're done looting this smaller ship, we should have enough. Okay, so let's do 2 optronics components, and for energy cells I want to do like 5, I think. I think I need a little more room here for the advanced assembler. Make sure we're still on the power grid. Yeah, we got plenty of room. What's going on here? Are they fighting again? Guys better not be having a fist fight on board a derelict ship. Heads will roll. What's going on here? We're getting bottlenecked on shuttle resources, I think, is what's happening. Okay, they're coming back. Tabitha, get a black eye. She's got 2 black eyes. Oh, jeez. Gotta figure out how to make our crew a little bit happier. Someone was mean to me. Spacesuit fatigue, feeling hungry, low energy. Got rejected, black eye, major discomfort. What the heck is going on with you, Talitha? I mean, we don't have a very comfortable working environment here. We might be able to mitigate that some by just installing some walls. Let's try to section off our storage and stuff from our power generator. So we're gonna have to move this guy, and then I think we'll be good. And of course we need some doors here. That should do. I'm like, oh, we got the advanced assembler online. Sweet. Okay, all our problems are solved for now. Well, except that we're out of infra blocks. That's a problem that's just going to take time to solve because we got to let the assembler run. Do have an assembler, right? Here it is. Skill level too low. Oh, we need industry 6 for optronics components. So, okay, so we're still leveling up, getting to the point where we can make tech blocks. We're not there yet. How are we doing with Kendall? Kendall's halfway to 6. Stop it! Dear God. Okay. Break it up, break it up. Captain's orders. Okay, let's see who they hate. So... Katya has a chronic wound from getting slashed repeatedly. I think our away team guys, especially these two, need some R&R. I mean, everybody's sleeping right now, or should be. They have vitamin deficiency anemia because we're out of food, more or less. Okay, so we're gonna need more vegetable grow beds after all. How are we doing on fruit? We're still fine on fruit. I think our first crop hasn't come from the grow beds yet. Once we get that, we should be in a slightly better shape. We're also going to add to our research queue, after we're done with the logistics robot station, we're going to work on advanced nutrition. So botany 2, advanced nutrition, artificial meat. That's going to be something that we can do to make the crew a little bit happier. I feel like they retuned the comfort values because this used to be like negative 200 if you were right next to the generator here, and now it's only like negative 40, so it's a big difference. This is still a very uncomfortable work environment over here. Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay, I'm gonna try to section off most of the industry over here. I couldn't quite get the water purifier in this radius. This is kind of a weird position. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a double door over here and another single door over here to make the industry more accessible. I think that should help with crew comfort a little bit. I might want to separate up some of these machines once we get the tech block production going. Yeah, you two, take a load off. You're not working today. Kendall is having minor discomfort. Working on industry, that's okay. Still don't have the industry skill level. We're out of raw chemicals, but we have 31 processed chemicals, so it's no big deal. Let's do some more mining. We can also start thinking about salvage, but it's not really my highest priority right now. I want to get some tech blocks cranked out as soon as we get the optronics done. In order to do that, we need more industry going in general. We have infra blocks, so let's build some more grow beds. That'll give our industry something to do, and it'll give us more food so the crew will be happier and in better shape. It's interesting that it immediately removed the infra blocks from my count in inventory here, even though I hadn't, even though they haven't been picked up by crew members yet. I wonder if it was like that before. I can't remember. Okay, so we still have... We're like kind of bottlenecked on construction here. I wonder if Victor was construction. Let's see who's on construction now. Isla is the only one that's actually good at construction. I mean, she has that as her second highest priority next to maintenance, but she was one of the people that was resting, I think. Have an unreachable task, which I don't like to see. Oh, we can't... Alright, I'm gonna have to demolish some of this wall temporarily until we get this fixed. Stop fighting. I wonder if I should bug report this? I don't know. Something about the new setup is making my crew fight a lot more than they did in the previous version of the game. Maybe because I have more crew members early on, I don't know. I think we have enough skill now for seeds and nuts, so let's grow some of those. Yeah. I think I am gonna bug report that. I don't know what it is, but something about this version of the game makes crew fighting with each other very likely. I've just had to break up my 5th or 6th fist fight, and my friend Nate also reported that he just had a crew fight. Let's check on these guys and see if they're ready. We should start recruiting our prisoners here. Now, I know some of these guys have like permanent injuries from fighting. So that's probably... Okay, Kendall rebelled because he was working in an uncomfortable environment. So he refused to work. He's hungry. Let's have him eat something. Oh, we need like a kitchen chairs. That'll probably help a little bit. Let's build a little bit over here and give them some furniture. I wonder what the comfort levels are for the different types of comfort here. It looks like the grow beds don't give comfort anymore, which is unfortunate. Oh, this is Victor's corpse here. Okay, the rebellion condition actually went away, so that's good. Alas, yeah. We barely knew you, Victor. But you were very reliable in the time that we knew you. I was trying to think of one of the random adjectives from Space Team. Okay, so let's get some... Oh, we're still waiting for hull construction before we get furniture. We're out of chemicals. Can't do optronics yet. We have insufficient resources for... We're insufficient optronics to make tech blocks. We got this business over here. Didn't I dismantle and move this wall regulator? Let's dismantle that. That needs to move. I think part of the discomfort is due to the fact that the generator is in the storage area. So it's like everybody's uncomfortable working in this section near the airlock. Okay, that should do. So we can eliminate that wall segment. And then we got a little room here. We can put another thermal regulator or something back there. What do we got? We're still mining. We could start bringing on some scrap if we wanted to. We need to figure out our raw chemical supply. Let's take a look. We have raw chemicals in the sector that are still being mined. So we just need to wait. But we're going to run out all the time anyway, right? Because we're just producing chemicals continuously. An unreachable here. Oh, I wanted to build a wall there and I couldn't. I'm gonna move the recycler over by one. Okay. I think Seeker had a crew basically bully one of their own to death through constant fighting with them. Was that today in Alpha 14, or was that the previous version? Shockingly, they all died soon after. Previous versions, possible this is a recurring issue. Yeah. I do remember seeing Seeger have a couple fights when I was watching him. I know one of them was because he had a guy that had hyperspace sickness, and he wasn't, he didn't have the cryostasis pod, so they got like major debuffs and they started hurting each other. So I think that was a factor. I'm not sure. But I've usually, in my experience, I haven't had that many fights. Although this ship is kind of a haphazard, crappy design, so that may also be a factor. And maybe because I have all my industry stuff jammed together and everything's close to each other, because I was just being sloppy when I put it together. That might be part of the reason why I'm having difficulty. Okay, but... Okay, that's fine. It's a bit weird, this door positioning doesn't exactly work out. I think I'm gonna move this. I want to make a double door to the grow beds over here. And then this is gonna be a new kitchen furniture section. But first we need to wall off our prisoner area. So over here we're gonna plunk down some couches. Here we go. I don't know if we'll have enough soft blocks for that. We'll see. Let's make sure that we have rules since we just moved the recycler. I'm going to do continuous production. Well, no, let's do we have less than 20 energy, then we're going to do energy scrap. And then this if we have less than 4, let's say. I don't think we could start scrapping at this point. I think we should wait and then leave the sector. We can spin up the hyperdrives and then see how the military alliance fares against the slavers if they start shooting at each other. Looks like we did have enough soft locks to finish this, so I'm happy to see that. Okay, Oaks did get up and go to the hyperdrive. That's good. Okay, so we got 2 little small... These guys don't have guns. These guys don't have guns either. It's going to be impossible to tell until they get real close which ship they're going to go after. Let's see. Yeah, they're coming after us, so we're going to bail. The battle stations thing is really cool, though. I like that they have that feature. I think the UI for it needs a little bit of work is all. Oh, there's one section we didn't explore yet. Whoops. Let's take a chance in evading this guy. We got it. We could get the ice here. I'm not super worried about that right now. Maybe we'll get that on the way back. I want to check out this sector here. Okay, we see some aliens on board, nothing crazy. Oh, let's try not to get our guys bitten more than we have to. Where the aliens go? Go find the aliens. Okay, we made some progress there. Let's open up the kitchen door. Oh, we got a lot of aliens over there. I think we can hold them here. Maybe let's do like a fighting retreat. Oh, they ran. Okay, I think with the amount of injury that they have, we should be able to get them now. Let's send Katya to go lure them back. Oh. Oh, they were hiding around the corner waiting for us. That's scary. Sappho. I wonder if they did that on purpose, if that's like a new behavior that they have. This is the claimable ship. We're gonna claim that. Let's have rules. Transfer everything out. We're going to not allow anybody to take a break there, and for now I don't want anybody working there either. We're gonna sort out who's gonna do that in a little bit. First I want to check out the other derelict. And let's start mining some base metals with the remaining guys on board if we have any miners. Hull breach. Oh, this is the new ship. Of course, it's got hull breaches, right? It's been a long time since I've seen a claimable ship. I don't have any in brutal difficulty. Okay, we see no aliens over here. Here we go. We got some food. That's nice. We got an energy block, some hull blocks, and some crystals, and fertilizer, and plastic. Okay, so now we get to the good stuff, which is demolishing the tech block stuff over here, which is just those two stations. Unfortunately, there's not many tech blocks on board here. We can also get some infra blocks, though. We're going to demolish their kitchen and some soft blocks as well. It's just a real cheap and easy way to get blocks in the easier difficulty settings that have the derelict ships and that allow you to reclaim blocks when you demolish something. Let's see, there we go. Okay, and now who's going to work on derelicts? We should assign only a certain limited set of people, I think. It should be people that are good at construction, probably, so Isla is going to be one of our derelict workers. Maybe somebody who does logistics, like... Not Kendall, because he's working on our industry, right? Oh, Kendall Fire can do it. But he's also mining, so I don't know if I want that. Okay, I think it's going to be... We have two researchers. I think we want to Sylvester working on derelicts. So it's going to be Sylvester. It's going to be Isla. Let's put them to start, so don't forget. Sylvester, Isla, and turn off everybody else from derelict ship work. I want to limit it to 4 people because we only have 1 shuttle right now. Katya, let's see. Kendall on industry. Who's our botanist? It's Victor, so we don't want Victor over there. I think we could have Talitha do it, but we don't want to have both of our researchers. Let's have both of our researchers. So it's going to be Talitha and it's going to be Oaks, I think. Talitha, there we go. How's our food supply looking? We got plenty. We ate half of our fruit supply. Katya is in need of a break. Go eat dinner. She's sitting in the prisoner's kitchen because she's got nowhere to sit and eat. I'm gonna have her rest because she's got a lot of bites. Kendall is also unconscious. I don't know what knocked him unconscious. I don't see a black eye status. He's hungry. Skill level too low to do this. Okay. I have to wait for Kendall to wake up and work on that. Okay, Kendall's sleeping now instead of unconscious, so let's have him get up and eat. He's gonna go over and eat with the prisoners, chill with them, say hello, do whatever he's doing. Use the bathroom, play some video games, and he's gonna go back to bed. Or human corpse. I wonder if corpses have negative comfort. They don't, but we have a big negative comfort here from the X3 power generator. Ooh, that's not good. I think we're gonna need to move our X3. Let's try to get all of our work in this sector done first, I think. What are we doing over here with demolition? Nothing so far. I'm gonna have these guys prefer to work over there. Okay, we have tables and chairs finally for our crew to eat. Kitchen. Kitchen is not a food. What time is it, by the way? It's like 10:20 here. It's not super late, but we should probably not go too long tonight because it is a weeknight. Our storage is bottlenecked. Maybe we should think twice about taking scrap on. I do want the soft scrap, I think, because we don't have a microweaver. We're not able to produce soft blocks. It looks like his industry just got to 5. I thought it was going to go... I thought he was almost at level 6. Maybe that's my imagination. But yeah, there's a tiny little bit of sliver that he has left to do. So like tomorrow he's going to be level 6 in industry, and then we're going to get this optronics going. And then hopefully we'll be able to make some tech blocks. So what do you think of the brutal difficulty, Nate? Do you feel like it's still pretty challenging? Or does the power making a huge difference? Is it easier or harder? I'm pretty screwed. Okay. Since it's brutal, I guess that's a good thing. I'll have to see if I can survive it with all the changes. Okay, we need these to be transferred over. Out of hull blocks right now and overweight, so that's good. Oh, okay. So you're just damaging your hyperdrives with every jump. I feel like it's like your caught a lot of slavers in Solo, but one of the Navy though, so food's kind of okay for the moment. Oh wow, okay. How far into the... You must not be that far into the game, right? So you did the slavers try to board your ship? Critical resource low, water. On board the Callisto. I don't like to hear that. We have plenty of ice though, it's really just the industry that's backlogged. We're probably not producing enough water. Let's produce like 12 instead of... Or in addition to the 6. Let's go to like 18 water, because we've got a lot of grow beds online now. We had 3 board, fought them with a little damage to us, then went to their place and knocked the rest of their heads together. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty impressive for a brutal playthrough, I have to say. That's a real tough thing to pull off. Kendall is like not getting any more experience for some reason. Got lucky, only one bleeder in both engagements, and all anyone had was a pistol. That's good. Why is he idle? Do we not have enough resources? We're not producing anything, right? Okay, he's not gaining any experience because the industry has nothing to do right now. We don't have any demand for any things that we don't already have up to the threshold. We've already exhausted our supply of raw chemicals, so that's out. Let's go ahead and produce more plastic, I think, for sale. And hopefully that'll get us to a point where we can start making more tech blocks. Once we can start making more tech blocks, then the sky's the limit. Because we've got lots of raw materials to work with. Kendall is still idle. Carrying stuff. We need more industry demands. I don't want to expand the hull, though, is the thing. Because we are already overweight. We actually have 5 tech blocks already, and we got all our industry stuff down. So maybe let's build another hyperdrive. I think that's a good idea. That'll give us... We can start using our hull blocks, start cranking out new hull blocks, and we can also use some infra blocks and some other stuff. Looks like we've mostly stripped the Sappho bear here. Oh, we missed a door. That's okay. And how are we with salvage? We got the all the scrap types that we were looking for. We could get more if we wanted to. Since we have such a generous supply of energy, maybe we should put some of these things on continuous production, or like at a very high threshold. I feel like with the infra blocks, we could be... Actually, I have a ton of infra blocks right now. Let's put hull scrap on continuous production, because we don't have that much hull scrap, and we're using a lot of hull blocks as we go through here. Okay, so now we should see some industry happening. Kendall is idling. Okay, let's have the assembler also continuously or produce a large number of hull blocks, because that'll get our industry going as well. Let's go to like 12 hull blocks. Okay, there we go. Now we got recycling task going and we got assembler task going. So we need multiple industry people. Although Kendall is doing logistics for some reason. There he goes. Okay, we've seen some industry now. He's gaining like about 20 experience points for each industry job that he finishes. Now he's idle again. Okay, we got our new hyperdrive online though, so that's good. What do we need to build? I think we're gonna need... Let's start figuring out where we're gonna put our weapons and our bridge systems, or, what do I want to say? Weapons console. So this is an okay spot for a weapons console, I feel like. I'm gonna have our weapon systems be here, I think. In this... I don't want them to be all on the same power node as the hyperdrive, though. Kind of got... This is kind of like our industry power node. Maybe we have a weapons power node that's like back here. We kind of put all of our weapons in the back, so we have a nice broadside. I like that idea. We don't have to have as much power infrastructure as we used to, so we gotta keep that in mind as we're building here. So 1, 2, 3, 6. So that'll give us like 3 weapons, assuming we have the hull points, the system points for it, which we don't currently. So we're actually gonna have to build another hull stabilizer, or several possibly. I don't know how many points each one gives. This is not quite wide enough. We need one more. Here we go. I think we're... Are we done in this sector? We don't have a very strong need to gather resources right now. I think we want to sit here and build for a minute. Once we get the tech blockchain working, then our industry is going to be pretty busy. Our grow bed's already pretty busy. We got research going on. I think I'm actually going to put in another research facility as soon as we get the tech blocks up. Okay, so this is going to be a door, and I think this is going to be a door as well. Systems... Okay, let's try out the auto... Oh, these are small. These are little guys. Look at this. It's only 2x2. Oh, that's good. That's adorable. Okay, so we have enough system points for 1 auto turret, because they're 1 system point each. So I'm going to plink at somebody with their dinky little auto turret and see what happens. I think I'll get several of them, probably, and we'll stack them up and see what it looks like. Outreaches, we got stuff going on over there. That's fine. Our auto turret's not ready yet, so I think we should probably jump. While I'm thinking about it, though, I want to increase my energy cell production. Let's make it like 10. And let's finish our wall over here. We could make this a door also, but we don't have a need for that, probably. I guess we'll do it anyway. We would have shrunk the thing down, but kept the theming the same. Yeah, I mean, this looks more like an old-fashioned, you know, tank gun turret, I think. But yeah, it's kind of a similar theme. Okay, let's see. Okay, so these are our doors. Well, let's see if this thing is on the power grid. I think the answer is no. It's not. It's actually right in between the 2 power grids. So we're going to have a weapons power grid over here. These also take system points, I forgot, the power nodes. So we're going to have to build a new hull stabilizer for that. Now this is a bit weird. We have to figure out how to position the hull stabilizers to optimize the number that we can get within our build area here, I think. That's what we're going to end up having to do. Right now, we don't really have a good optimal position for it. We're going to put it over here. And we'll give it a door to make it accessible. And then we're going to get ready to leave before the slavers get here because our weapons are not online yet. Let's see if it lets me place this despite the lack of system points. I would really like to... No, it doesn't let me even queue it. That's unfortunate. I guess it makes sense, though. And environment temperature. Oh, we expanded our hull a bunch, so we gotta get that fixed. Alright, so we're leaving behind the HSS Sappho. And let's check out this other derelict over here. I'm gonna like make my away team sleep for like 2 hours only. I'm able to sleep when wearing a spacesuit. Let's check out our temperature profile here. So we got a lot of heat going on in the industry sector and in the aft section. Put a wall regulator over here. I'm gonna put a wall regulator over there. And actually it's very hot in the hyperdrive area, so we definitely want to get that addressed. I do like power maps when... I do like to do power naps when we anticipate raiders about to enter our sector. Yeah, I like to do that too. I've been doing that since like 5 versions ago, I think. It's very effective. Okay, there we go. Yeah, one thing it also helps with is if your guys need to stay at their bridge consoles for a long time, it can be a good idea to do it for that too. Look at this monstrosity. It's like a donut. Jelly donut. I don't want to dock at that airlock. I want to go in through this hole next to the airlock here. Okay, we got our first prisoner recruit. Where are they? Phalia, what are you good at? Phalia has nyctophilia. They find the dark comforting. Their mood is not affected by the absence of light. They ate too much. They were held prisoner. In terms of skills, they're pretty good at mining, and they're really good at botany. So they have a cap of, it looks like 9 botany, and they're starting out at 4. That's pretty awesome. So I take back what I said earlier about the crew skills only starting it up to 3. So we have an exceptional crew member here who has a really good botany, which makes sense because their former occupation is a florist. So they already knew about botany before the fall. Oops. We got a graphical glitch here. Graphical glitch. Front half of my shuttle is underneath this derelict. I think that bug's been around since previous versions, I believe. It doesn't come up that often. Where's this guy going? He's gonna go that way, I guess, to try to get to us. I'm gonna go down to this end, though. See a grow bed, we see a data log. Oh, hello. What do we have here? We have Bristol. Bristol is an expert at operations, which is okay, I guess. He's a wimp, so we're gonna make sure that he doesn't get in any fights with any aliens or enemy crew members. So we're gonna clear the way out to here and make sure it's safe for our VIP, Mr. Bristol. Now that we got to that, Bristol is gonna run back to the shuttle. There you go, there he is. What is this over here? This is a weird... Just 4 doors going into the one hyperdrive room. Destroy everything! Probably using a shotgun at long range. It's like, let's annihilate half the ship in the process of killing the alien. Okay, and we're back over here. Oh, hello. You're in between me and the oxygen supply. Ace of spades. There we go. A little bit of good stuff here, some crystals, nothing too crazy. We need more hull scrap and more soft scrap. Okay, so we got our new weapon build here, but it's not on the advanced power grid. And we're still working on getting the tech blocks together for our new hull stabilizer. Kendall's working on that now. I think we need another bathroom because of the size of our crew, maybe. Or we need to have them working on multiple shifts. Where can we put another bathroom? This could be a good place, I feel like. Shotgun's the equivalent to burning the house down because of Spider. Yeah. Hey, Speedy. I'll put another toilet over by the hull stabilizer. I don't want to be... Here's what I'm thinking about. I don't want the prisoners to be uncomfortable because of the hull stabilizer, so I'm going to put that over there. And then we're going to try to put the toilet kind of in the doorway here, over there. I think that should be alright. And then we might need to put more thermal regulation over here. These are very cold, these grow beds, actually. I'm surprised that the plants are okay. I guess they're, like, dormant for the winter. Let's put 2 more thermal regulators there. Okay, we're still waiting for the new hull stabilizer. We're 1 tech block short right now. What if we need some lights over here? I'm not sure how much difference having lights in industry sections makes, because it's going to be uncomfortable regardless. But you'd think it would at least reduce the risk of accidents. I don't know how it actually works. Okay, we got the hull stabilizer online, sweet. So now we can put in another... Well, let's check out how many hull points each hull stabilizer gives. Each one gives 8 system points. Nice. So we can actually put a lot of guns on our ship now, it looks like. So we're gonna put another one of these guys. Let's just rotate that a different way to the other one. It doesn't matter because it's gonna rotate anyway as it shoots at other things. So... the large power node right there. Hold energy for these guys. And I think what that means, I think when we get the bigger weapons online, we're gonna have to expand this room again a little bit. I also want to think about having a second away team soonish. Starting to get to that point. We might arbitrarily split our guys into 2 shifts. So let's make the second shift for now be all of the people that are on the away team. So Isla, Katya, Kendall Fire, and Victor. Schedule. And I'm going to give them a little bit of extra sleep in the middle of the day here. Okay, there we go. I thought that was a weird hull stabilizer alternative art form for a second, but it's actually just an oxygen or a gas scrubber with a thermal regulator next to it. I saw somebody just jump on the guns briefly on the turret thing here. I think they just charged up the batteries on each of these things. So we got weapons now. We're going to try them out against an enemy ship and see how we do. So this is kind of like the minimal weapons we would have at the start of a normal playthrough, I think. We're also currently still improving our hull durability here. Our hull stabilizer is slowly charging, but it's not fully done yet. I'm going to get into... Let's finish, wait for the soft scrap here to finish. Wonder if we should take some tech scrap as well. Let's take some tech scrap as well. I mean, we have all these raw materials, right? We don't really need scrap that much. Let's jump. And actually, I want to man my shields and my turrets. Oh, there's a check mark here. Oh, this is cool. Do miniguns count towards the ship points? Yes, each one of these is 1 ship point. So the ship points are granted now by hull stabilizers. So the hull stabilizers, they made them smaller and cheaper. Each one you build grants 8 system points. And so these guys take up system points, the auto turrets, and the large power nodes that are used to power the advanced systems also take up system points. Okay, let's go find some slavers to shoot down. Hopefully, maybe. I'll go after these guys. I want to jump in on them instead of waiting for them to drop into our sector for hours. So we're going to start pounding them with our 2 little guns here and see how we do. And I want to start far away from them because if they're not one of the ones with guns, then they're going to launch a shuttle at us. And I want to be ready to leave before they hit us. One thing we can also try here, so there's new targetable stuff on the top of their ship. One thing we can do that we couldn't do in the previous version is target the hyperdrives. So I'm going to try to target the hyperdrive and disable their ship to prevent them from escaping. Let's see how that works. Here's our little guns. Our little tiny mini cannons here. Firing away. Okay, so the mini cannons now do 1 point of damage per hit. There's barely enough to overcome their whole stabilizer, it looks like. So we did actually do some significant damage to their hyperdrive. They must have retuned the whole ship combat system, because it looks like now the hyperdrive is getting destroyed faster than the hull, maybe. We have a little bit of time yet. We don't necessarily have to jump right away. The hyperdrive's charged, so we can jump whenever we want to. I'm happy that I figured out this battle stations checkbox, so we can manually control that now. So if we wanted, we could click this and get everybody to where they're supposed to be during a battle. But I think we're gonna wait till these guys are about to dock and then jump. I think this is a good time now. I think that shuttle will be destroyed. We'll see about that. Yeah, sure enough, the shuttle disappeared. Yeah, I mean that's the way to go, man. It's just a way to get rid of half the crew complement of that enemy ship, right? They try to board me, and then all of a sudden their shuttle's gone. I actually lost a whole bunch of crew members that way once when I was trying to board an enemy ship. We see another fist fight on board here. Sylvester. Oh, we have a mining job queued up. Sylvester's in a pod. He got in the pod before anybody else could punch him. Sylvester, crew members are really not getting along with each other in general. It seems like everybody hates everybody else. There's all this complicated stuff going on they have no control over in the crew member relationships. Okay. So anyway, we got our shields charged up. Our crew is well rested, except for Sylvester, I guess. Let's have Sylvester. Sylvester's gonna eat something. Guess he's not that hungry yet. Let's have Sylvester sleep for a couple hours. And then we're gonna man our stations again. I guess we can manually manage the battle stations outside of combat if we activate battle stations. That's kind of cool. We should probably figure that out at some point when we're not in the middle of a fight. Okay, we're gonna come back after these guys again. And I'm gonna continue planking their hyperdrive. They might have lost the capability to fight us now. Looks like they do have their shuttle. You can see it in the overhead map here. It actually looks like I'm going to destroy their hull still before I destroy the hyperdrive. Okay, we have 3 more people coming on board on this shuttle here. Let's start up our own hyperdrive. This is going to take forever. We need to upgrade our guns. So it's something. We have something that we can shoot at enemies, but it doesn't really... It's really not doing anything for us. It's going to take us forever, ages and ages, to destroy that other ship with these little guns. So the little shield may be a different story. They want to surrender. No, I want to destroy them and take their stuff. Okay, you're ready to jump if these guys get here too quickly. I think they'll continue to board our ship even if their ship gets destroyed. I believe. We've almost got their hull down. And we're going to do the same trick that we did before and hope that we can destroy another shuttle full of guys here. Here they come, alright. I'm assuming that it is destroying them, because that's what happened to us when we did it before. That could be a wrong assumption. Got our second prisoner recruit, that's good to see. Can stand down our systems here. Okay, so Christiane did something she disliked. She is primarily a researcher, but she is also really good at operating all of the ship systems except for gunnery to some extent. So she's going to be in charge of ship systems and research. She's antisocial. I'm going to put her on the team, on the schedule with the away team, so that she'll have the ship to herself when the away team is out. For part of the time, anyway. I feel like the AI might have different rules. Yeah, it's possible. Let's build a bigger gun and see how they stack up. So you have the energy turret. Oh, we needed to expand our hull a little bit. Let's do that. Try to keep track of which Slaver's Guild ship is where. I think they're both in that space now. Maybe. I'm gonna put this like that. And then I'm gonna make another space over here for another one. And this is gonna be walled off. That's just dead space that's gonna be eventually removed and replaced when the turrets get larger. Okay, so we're gonna see how much difference the big gun makes, because now the little gun is doing 1 damage a pop. So the big guns used to do 1 damage a pop, so I'm presuming they do multiple damage now. We'll see. Okay, we're letting our team sleep here. Like as soon as the second shift gets up, then we're gonna ready the ship and jump. High body temperature, we're over in industry. We're just waiting for these guys to wake up, finish their breakfast. We should start building more grow beds soon. Oh, we recruited our last prisoner, Jody. So we have a bunch of crew now. That's pretty good. Where's Jody? Jody is not a dead body. Jody is really good at botany. It's really good to have a bunch of good botany people for expanding our crew. I think that's going to help us out a lot. Still waiting for the lazy shift here that sleeps in. Looks like they're getting up now, maybe? No, she's just going to the bathroom. I mean, we don't have to have the away team ready. We just have to have them almost ready in case we need to get them up. So we're gonna ready up. I'm kind of wondering if you can set a ship system as a battle station. That's something we want to experiment with at some point. Where's our sabers? They've eluded us. Wonder if there's some intelligence behind that or not. It's probably just random jumping around. Okay, we see one of them here. I'm not sure if this is the one we fought before or the other one. This is, in fact, the same one that we fought before. So I'm going to start with just a big gun first, and let's see what it does. It actually shoots 3 shots at the same time. They did 0 damage, one of them. It does 0 damage. So we actually hit the... It must be a random... Using the ship as a... Yeah, I mean, of course, why not? Okay, I think this is... I'm gonna bug report this, because I shouldn't be doing 0 damage every time I shoot at them. It doesn't make any sense to me. I could try to look at the description of this turret and see if it has a different function somehow. Like maybe it's now an anti-shield turret or something. This turret fires a pulse of concentrated energy to target, stripping its shields and damaging its hull. Turrets are operated from the weapons console. Hull damage 0, shield damage 3. Okay, that is a bug because it says that it strips its hull, but it doesn't do that anymore. It's doing 0 hull damage. It does facility damage 33%. So this is actually really useful because we can use energy turrets to cripple the enemy ship without destroying it if we want to. But I'm gonna bug report the text here. The energy turret description still says that it's used to punch through the enemy ship's hull, but it does 0 hull damage. I think they just need to update the description text. I'm gonna try to disable their hyperdrive using the energy weapon. And I think I'm gonna build another energy weapon, because that's cool. Then we're gonna build some rockets as well. I like that we're gonna have more weapons on board the ship overall, it looks like. They are gonna launch their shuttle. We are actually destroying their hyperdrive. We need like an anti-shuttle weapon system. That'd be crazy. Although there'd be no way to counter it, probably. Seems like they keep they keep being able to send shuttles out, so maybe the AI people aren't dying when we leave the sector while their shuttle's in range. This is good target practice for us in any case. We're increasing our skill levels. Okay, let's jump. I'm gonna see if we can drop right back in the sector. We'll drop in a slightly different location, but I think their shuttle should have returned to the mothership. To be their third, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, they would be out of guys by now with a ship this size. If they were losing guys every time. We also see that there's a micro breach, which is interesting because we're not using the rocket launchers. Okay, I think we're gonna want to destroy their ship here. I don't think I want to take them prisoner. So, even though I kind of want to kill the hyperdrive for science, I also want to destroy this eventually. Okay, we destroyed their hyperdrive. Nice. So this is interesting for a couple of reasons. So one is we have the energy turrets that can target specific systems now without damaging the rest of the ship's hull, so we can mess with them and break their stuff. Another thing that's interesting is we now have a hole in the hull in the back. Yeah, we're doing science, that's right. Mad science at that. So now we have this hole in the back of their hull, presumably it looks like. So we could conceivably land a shuttle here, and we have an alternate entry route for our away team, which is pretty cool. This is also going to be useful for disabling enemy weapon systems even after we get their shields down. We don't necessarily need to continue firing our energy turret now because it's not going to do anything with their hyperdrives already down. Highly unethical space science. Yes. I mean, they're slavers. They kind of had it coming. It's part of their whole deal. Okay, we got them. The shuttle has gone to the airlock, but there's nobody boarding it. That's a bit weird. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And we're gonna relax our ship system alert state. I thought they were gonna make a last-ditch effort to board me, which is something that happened to me once before, but it doesn't look like that's the case. We had another Slavers Guild ship coming in. The CS Lost Order, let's trade with them while we're waiting. What do we need right now? I mean, we're kind of okay now on tech blocks. Well, I mean, it's just a matter of manufacturing time to get them up and running, right? We have tons of energy, we got pretty good raw materials. I'm gonna buy another unit of carbon, and I think we're just gonna buy a whole buttload of infra blocks. And I'm gonna sell pistols. We're gonna sell a couple hull blocks. Either these guys are giving us very good prices, or they've increased the price of the value of hull blocks since the last time we played. Or it could be because we're playing on an easier difficulty. Probably the easier difficulty. Or maybe we just got lucky and got somebody who really wants hull blocks. Okay, here goes our trade shuttle. Okay, so I think we're going to fire up our ship systems and just fight these guys when they come in this sector. Let's make sure we're ready to jump, though, just in case. I wonder if they'll rescue refugees from the derelict over here, the one that we destroyed. I think that'll be interesting if they do that. Okay, we are charging the hyperdrive. We do have somebody on weapons. This is the one that has the guns, I think. So I'm really curious. We're doing different unethical science now. We want to see what those guns do to us based on our shield strength and stuff like that, whether they cause micro breaches or anything, or whether it's going to be completely fine because we have a shield online still. Their shield is not recharging that quick. I'm trying to disable their weapon systems, but our aim is not very good. We haven't got any micro breaches yet. Trying to tell, I can't tell if they're targeting. It looks like our shield actually did start recharging. There must not have been a guy sitting at the console when we started the fight. So it looks like our shield recharging guy is doing okay. Managing to keep things online. We got an 11%, 15% penetration rate. Okay, they left the sector. So we didn't see too much damage to our ship's hull here. I was expecting a couple, like 1 or 2 micro breaches when our shields went down. We don't need to have this on at the moment. Okay, the SGS Alma Est Scala is dead. They, for some reason, flew their shuttle out into space here and hit it behind a background wallpaper. That's definitely a bug that was in the game before. Okay, so we're gonna go in through the new hole that we made using our fancy weapon systems. We're kind of far away from these guys, so I think after we explore this derelict, we might want to jump out of the sector and come back, just to reset our positioning here. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna jump out and come right back. So as soon as these guys come back on board, we'll move it. This is the spacefaring equivalent of backing up a truck into a loading dock. Do we need energy scrap? Not really. We do need hull scrap. We probably want soft scrap. We'll pick up whatever infra scrap we get along the way, and that should be fine. And then we're out of tech scrap, so let's get some of that. I'm gonna get a second research facility online. I was talking about doing that earlier, and I kind of forgot about it. Let's do it now. So we'll get a second lab. Oh, this isn't... I guess the workbench must be smaller than the lab. Okay, so we're gonna put a workbench back there. And then I'm going to expand this a little bit, and we can put potentially another 2 labs if we want to. Or another... We need for hull blocks, I think? No, we're actually good on hull blocks. I think we need 1 or 2 more pods. I think 2 labs should be okay. We got an incoming military alliance and an incoming civilian ship. We have a little bit of contraband on board here. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, wait a minute. We'll sell it to the civilians. Hey, civilians. You like meat, right? Try Soylent Green. Looking to see what they have available for purchase here that we could use to speed up our process, maybe. I don't think there's anything we really need too much. Okay, we got our second lab online. Looks like we also need to do some experimentation in order to get the advanced nutrition. I'm going to continue expanding our grow bed area here. Bismarck. Who's got tech blocks that we can buy? Energy blocks might be okay too. I think we're okay on energy blocks. Could conceivably buy noble metals. We don't need them. Okay. Yeah, alright. So let's go ahead and add a missile turret onto our ship here. Or, excuse me, rocket turret is what they're called now. I'm gonna move this navigation console so it's up here lined up with the other consoles, because the look of it just looks better that way. Okay. Here we have a rocket turret. There it is. We need more system points, so we're gonna have to build another hull stabilizer. We could build one over here, technically. That'll be alright. We can always move these things, I think, if we need to. Interestingly, I think our ship has a lot of hit points now. Which makes sense, I guess, because it's kind of getting pretty big. Let's prioritize this. So this is awaiting construction. We're still salvaging from over here. We got a ton of resources coming over still. Probably could have run into some storage capacity issues with all the resources we're getting from that other ship. Okay, we're done with the hull stabilizer, so let's get our rockets online. How much do these cost? This is 2 system points. This is 2 system points. These are each 1. I think we're going to stick with the small shield generator. We might build a second small shield generator. I want to build them all at this end of the ship and see if it makes any difference, like if we're more likely to get breaches in the forward section. Okay, and we need some chemical munitions manufacturing. Let's produce if we have less than 6 explosive ammo. Okay, and that one's stocked with ammo now. Yeah, we got our rockets online. Are we done with this ship? Not yet. Still scrapping. We should think about... Oh, we got an oxygen level issue, according to this. 145, 150s. It's not too low yet, but it's trending downward. Go ahead and put another one in here. I think I want to move this water purifier at some point and have a carter that goes through here. That's a more comfortable area. Seems like they're walking through that area a lot to get to the industry sections. That's gonna be another pod bay. I have to move this. Oh, there's another one right there, so let's do it over here instead. They're fighting again. I have a feeling that I don't think they changed the mechanics of when crew members decide to fight with each other, but I think they added new penalties and they changed the comfort system in the way that maybe makes crew members more likely to be penalized. So I have a feeling that's why they're fighting more. We got like... Oh, we got a lot of rubble to pick up. Oh, no, we're not picking that stuff up. That's just rubble. That's useless junk. So as soon as Oaks comes back to the ship with this other shuttle trip, then we're good to go. Okay, let's get on our battle stations. Actually, let's experiment with something real quick. Before we do that, before we jump, I'm gonna experiment with the battle stations. See where they go here. So right now they're at kind of randomly selected battle stations. I want to assign who's our like chief navigator person. Navigator could be Christiane or Jody or Oaks or Talitha. Let's see who has the worst surrender chance. Christiane, Jody, Oaks, Talitha. I'm gonna say it's Christiane. So Christiane, the antisocial, is gonna be... She can't have a bridge station as a battle station, so maybe let's have... I'm just gonna make that her battle station over there, I think. It looks like the guys... Okay, it looks like they sort of remembered their battle stations, but Valia is still doing work. I'm confused by that. I feel like if I go to battle stations, they should stay at their battle stations. Is that not a reasonable expectation? That's weird. I think that's an AI bug. I enable the battle stations checkbox in the system menu. The crew members went to their assigned battle stations, but once they got there, they just started wandering around chatting and going back to doing logistics tasks. I feel like they should... Well, before I report that, actually, let's make sure that all of our guys actually have assigned tasks. I feel like Oaks here, he definitely was one of our guys that had a battle station. Kendall, I feel like, is staying where he's at. No, they're definitely all wandering. None of them are staying where they're supposed to be. I have the battle stations enabled in the system menu. The crew... Alright. Anyway, we don't need that. Victor has decided that he... Oh, there we go. Okay, so where did our slaver go? Here we go. This is him. I don't want to evade, I want to drop. I think we're gonna park right next to him because he's one of the guys with... Oh, I made a mistake. This guy does not have guns. But we're just gonna annihilate him real quick. Target everything on the hyperdrive. Prep for jump just in case. We don't do a lot of hull damage is the only thing. If they surrender, we might accept their surrender. Yeah, so it was a mistake parking this close because I thought they had weapons and they were going to shoot back, but they do not, and they're just using their shuttle. We're about to disable their hyperdrive, though. It'll be interesting to see, once we disable their hyperdrive, are they going to stay in the same sector and not wander anymore? Yeah, it might. I really want to disable their hyperdrive before these guys pull up to the airlock. Could we manage that? Doesn't look like it. Well, we ran out of time. That's a shame. Well, we can follow them and just fight them again immediately. I think we're okay to park close again because our ship's almost destroyed anyway. They actually did destroy their hyperdrive, but they moved to another... This seems weird. Their hull's actually not that damaged, but their hyperdrive's destroyed. So we can actually stop firing the large energy weapons now. I'm not gonna bother shooting at their sensor array. Oh, let's spin up our hyperdrives again. So our next science experiment here is going to be to see, now that their hyperdrive is destroyed, will they be able to follow us, or will they be able to move from one sector to another if we leave the sector and leave them that way? Because it's less of a science experiment and more of a QA task, right? They're going over the derelicts. I'm not sure about that move, buddies. There's not even any resources over there for them to grab, much less anything that could save their ship from being demolished. Okay. So we're going to wait for a full rotation of our hyperdrives and see if these guys move at all. It's an easy fight. That's... Yeah, okay, this is a bug. Can I report bugs from the screen? I do. I destroyed the Slavers Guild ship's hyperdrive, but it's still moving from one sector to another now that I've left the sector. They're running away. Yeah, this is a lot of travel for a ship that has a destroyed hyperdrive, I feel like. Let's not put the airlock right next to their ship. That's a little bit much. Okay, so missile turrets and small turrets. The missile turret gets reloaded. All of our guys that are not actively at bridge stations are asleep. Maybe we want to fix that. That'll probably help our missile turret get reloaded a little bit quicker. Although in the future it'll all be done by robots. By the future I mean later in this playthrough. We almost got him. Okay, we destroyed the Slavers Guild ship Bismarck. Okay, let's chill and build. So what have we yet to experience in this new version of the game? I feel like we kind of have done the tour at this point, and we've mostly covered all of the new features. Can you guys think of anything that I didn't cover? Robots are the same. So the systems, we haven't built a higher level shield generator yet to see how it affects the overall ship's durability. That's one thing we might want to check out. So this has a shield rating of 9 across the board. I think that's based on the size of the ship as well as the single shield generator. So this shield is at 9 out of 9. I'm going to look at this. Where's the mini shield? This says it has a shield rating of 20. So because of the size of the ship, it's reduced to 9. I think we build another small shield. The overall shield rating is going to go up, but it's not going to be a direct increase of 20. I'm gonna see how it works. Where do we put this? I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm about to wrap up this playthrough, I think. Once we get done with a couple of experiments here. I'm gonna stick this in the research lab. So this is just a let's try all the new features quickly. In the next segment that I do, which we'll probably do some of on Saturday, I'm going to start another brutal difficulty playthrough in this version of the game, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so this has a shield of 0 out of 9. I wonder if this number is just wrong. 20. I don't know what the basis for the number is. I think that information is just wrong. Because the hull size hasn't changed, right? I just added more shields to the same size hull, so I would have expected it to go down. Let's try adding another shield, if we can. We're out of energy blocks. We can manufacture more, it's okay. Who's fighting again? I'm gonna demote everybody and throw them in the brig. Okay, we're having ship-wide power outages, which is interesting. We have basic backup power, but we're running out of advanced power, I guess. I wonder if we could run the entire ship, just the basic power, on 1 or 2 solar panels. I wonder how many we actually need to operate the ship now, after the power changes. We might want to experiment with that too. We could put in... or power capacity nodes we should probably put in to help even out the load. Put one over here. Oh, another thing that we forgot to experiment with that we gotta try putting more power to a particular system. Right now everything's at 100%, so... I'm wondering if there's an advantage, like... I feel like everything, if we have everything activated here, that everything should be at, like, 25%, right? Because we got 100% of... If everything's at 100%, then we have no room to increase our power from what it is currently. The only thing would be, like, if we're running out of power, then maybe we could shift it to the thing that we actually need right now, which is probably going to be, like, the hyperdrive. We also... The other thing is we don't have a slider for factory power, so we can't deallocate energy from factories. And I think that's worthy of a bug report. I think I'm going to post on the Steam forum and ask about that. So I like the idea of being able to divert power to shields, you know, but it doesn't... If the shield power is already maxed by default, then there's nothing for me to do, right? What are we building right now? We're waiting for the industry so we can get this built. Let's increase our production thresholds here. Let's go up to like 5 tech blocks and 5 energy blocks. Okay, so now we got the shields. This is at 0 out of 9 again. Is it because we have 3 hull stabilizers? Let's introduce another hull stabilizer and see what happens to our shield capacity. So in order to do that, we're gonna need to make a big change to our ship shape here. The hull stabilizers are not allowed to overlap, so we're gonna have to build a ton of hull to get a new stabilizer. That can be attached to here, I guess. I think that should be right. Let's try that. So I'm gonna plunk down a fourth hull stabilizer. I'm gonna see if that affects our total shield capacity here. Right now our shields are at 27, which is 9 times 3, right? I'm thinking if we introduce another hull stabilizer, it's gonna reduce the amount of shielding that we get per individual shield generator. Oh, those guys are stealing my stuff. I worked hard to get that stuff. Emergency! Emergency! Scramble! Destroy the Alliance! I forgot that I had my stuff until they came to steal it, and then I was like, oh hey, I should go get that stuff. Okay, so we're gonna have to expedite that. We can also buy stuff from them to tie up their shuttle. At least I think we probably can. Let's buy more tech blocks. 4 tech blocks. I'll give their shuttle something to do other than bring people over to the derelict. Although they might do both in the same trip, as the shuttle AI tends to do sometimes. Is Kendall fighting again? Yeah, we just have some environment conditions that are bad here. What do we got going on with this temperature still? So let's put this here. Too many factory machines operating in one little space there. Okay, so let's try to put the stabilizer down. See if I place this hull correctly. I'm 1 square short. Or 2 squares short, maybe. There we go. Now my ship designs are going to have these weird stalks all over the place as I try to maximize my hull stabilizers without increasing my area that I have to maintain. Here is the way that it has to be. Still see a lot of heat coming from the hyperdrive section. I was going to check the shield capacity. So shield capacity did not change, so I think the numbers that are in the menu are just wrong. That I will bug report. Let's see. The small shield generator stats say shield 20, but it only has a capacity of 9. I tried adding more small shield generators, adding more hull, and adding more stabilizers, but none of those things seemed to affect the capacity. So I don't understand why the 20 in the stat block is different than the 9 points listed on the object itself. So what am I forgetting? Let's go through the whole menu here and see if there's anything we haven't tried out yet. Elox, we got that. Storage, we got that. Food, I'm assuming none of this has changed. I don't need to necessarily test every single machine. The solar panels, I kind of want to try out. They have a basic power capacity of only 100, and they have no backup power capacity, which is interesting. And they're always producing 10 units of power. Solar panels have no advanced power capacity. That's weird. So compare that to the X3 that has advanced power capacity 30. So I can no longer build a ship that runs entirely on solar panels, it looks like, which is kind of a shame, I think. New beta, does it have character upskilling? It does. It actually does. They finally introduced it into the game. Also, greetings. Yeah, so you can see here, so you can see here my crew members have, this guy has a botany skill of 3, but he also has a maximum skill rating of 8, and he's currently halfway through his 4th level of the skill. So the skill actually does go up over time the more they use it. We have this guy, we got a guy here that has 4 botany and is almost at 5. This guy's at 7 construction because we've been doing a lot of rapid shipbuilding here. So this guy's already maxed out and he can't get any higher than that. Okay, I think what we're going to do here, I'm just about at the end of this playthrough because I want to start a harder difficulty and see how that is. We've already kind of tried out all the new features, but I think what I want to do first is I want to finish building a couple more weapon systems and have like a big space battle. So let's do that to round out our playthrough here. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of like a Klingon bird of prey, but backwards, I guess. That's cool. What does your ship look like? I mean, I guess you said it's similar, right? It's like a Y shape. This shape was kind of a little bit organic. It wasn't entirely planned this way. Let me make sure that we're not getting killed by slavers in an effort to get this stuff here. Maybe let's spin up the hyperdrive, shields, turrets, and we'll go to battle stations. Focus on the center with long hallways. Oh yeah, I try to do that in all my ship designs if the ship is sufficiently large and I have enough space for it, because it just makes things easier, I think, for the crew if they have a consistent way of getting from one side to the other. Okay, so we got the new systems that we could target now. I think we're going to go for their weapon systems. Oh, their shields went down quick. Of course, we're playing on 4X. We don't necessarily want to do. I wonder what happens if we destroy one of their hyperdrives and not the other one. That's one more thing we could experiment with, maybe. For that, I probably want to get a bunch more energy turrets. They changed the energy turrets now so that it doesn't damage the enemy ship's hull, the large energy turrets. I'm gonna go ahead and build some more. How deep is this? Let's say that's 7. No hull damage at all. There is not from these guys. So they have 3 different types of weapon turrets now. So these guys, the little ones that you get when you research the weapon console technology, do both shield damage and hull damage. These guys do extra shield damage and they can damage systems on the enemy ship, but they don't do hull damage anymore. And this does hull damages and then it damages enemy systems, but it doesn't do shield damage, which is the rocket turret. I don't need to be prepped for a jump right now. Okay. I'll get some hull scrap here. Don't really need it at this point, I guess. Okay, we have, 23 out of 35 is 12 system points to spend. So we should be able to build like 6 more weapons on board here. We need a door here. The new power system, we don't have to worry as much about our ship running out of power now, because it's only the advanced systems that go offline, I think, if I understand everything correctly. Oh, it's hot out here. Look at this. 104 degrees centigrade. Need a little bit of thermal control for our hull stabilizer there. Maybe we'll put another one at the entrance to this little hallway. We should try to get some robots online, I think. Let's get a bunch of weapon systems plunked down first, and then we'll get robots to provide them with logistical support. We could use some of the space that's in here since we don't need as many spaces reserved for power nodes anymore. Is power easier to understand now? Yeah, I guess, I mean, they made changes in this version with the intent of making it easier, so I think it is. I hope it is. They actually have two different types of power now. There's basic power that the ship's systems like the thermal regulators run on, and then there's advanced power, which is required for factories. They took away the system of linking things, so you no longer have to connect the power nodes to each other. They're just a thing that exists now that provides power to the surrounding structures based on the total amount of power that's available on board. Do you? Let's see. I think the temperature is still being moderated, though. I don't know. No basic power, it says. Yeah, it's interesting. I thought this was going to provide like an unlimited well of basic power, but it seems like it's not. Okay, maybe we want to build another generator. Or maybe how much basic power does this actually produce? Basic power capacity is 1500. It consumes a little bit of basic power. Reduces comfort. So basic power capacity, I think, is maybe how much stuff on across the whole ship it can power. I'm not sure. Let's put another generator. I'm gonna put that back here. So I guess the way it is now is you need enough basic power capacity to cover all the systems on board, otherwise you're going to have outages. A weird thing about this, though, is that once this starts happening, I feel like there's nothing we can do about it unless we actually happen to have the resources to build another generator. How do you define a reserve basic power? It's based on the generator. So when you build a generator, it has 1500 basic power capacity, and it has a backup basic power of 50,000. This has a 50,000 backup, but I think it can only support 1500 power units worth of stuff at once, is my understanding. Separate graph for each power usage type? I think so. Let me look. Yeah, there is. Yeah, so we have an advanced power graph here. And the basic power, we're generating 60 second and consuming 50 second. So I don't know. I think there may be something buggy going on here, because we shouldn't be... If we're generating more basic power than we're consuming, we shouldn't be having these outages, right? I wonder if the advanced power is causing the basic power to have outages, even though it really shouldn't be. Assuming... Oh, you're right. Sorry. Did I read that wrong? Yeah, you're right. My bad. Oh, we got two robots, 3 robots online now, I think. At least one of them is online. The other 2... Okay. This needs to be done. I guess the industry machinery is still working even though we're having basic power shortages, so we're able to continue producing stuff. Could try demolishing some things that use basic power. Let's see if we can list... What uses basic power? This uses 0.1 per second. Thermal regulators must use a lot of basic power, right? They use 5 per second per regulator. Just turn off lights and heaters. Can we do that? Let's see. Okay, so we're going to try turning off heaters in a couple different locations to see if this solves our power outage issue. Seems like our power usage varies a lot. That did actually help. That stabilized it out. So we had to turn off like 5 heaters because we had way too much stuff, but that actually did fix the issue. Seems like good idea. Okay. Lost order. I don't think you have anything that we need right now. Actually, you don't have base metals, do you? You don't. Why 2 regulators in the turret room? There wasn't any special reason, it's just kind of how it panned out because this room was getting really hot earlier on. Because I think it was in the thermal sector and the radiation was coming from this side. It'd probably be a little more efficient if I put vents in here, but... Oh, we need tech blocks. Did we already buy tech blocks from both of these guys? These guys don't have any... These guys don't have any... Let's move on to another sector, because we're not gaining anything by sitting here. I think we're already done with looting. Man our battle stations. There we go. I'm kind of wanting to get into a space battle here. Let's go after the cultists. That's an interesting cultist ship shape. Oh, that's the little X. Okay. So this is one of the ones that has a shuttle only. And they have no shields. Okay, so this is going to be the experiment to see What we want to see is whether the destroying one hyperdrive will prevent them from fleeing. Yeah, we should prep our jump in case they try to board us. People shouldn't be allowed to call me at 8:30 at night. Yeah, that's pretty rude. Is it like telemarketers or something? We don't necessarily need to shoot the big turrets anymore because they have no more systems that we want to destroy. I don't want to destroy this other hyperdrive right now. I want to see if they can jump on one hyperdrive. I think that we can, so maybe they will be able to as well. Okay, our hyperdrive's ready. That's good. Nope, we're not going to take the ceasefire. Now, they're not going to jump right now because their shuttle is launched. But if we leave the sector and come back, I think it could be a different story. Let's try it. I'm going to drop again immediately. Really going to town on this sensor dish. I think the missiles do extra damage against systems. Maybe. Maybe we just got really lucky with the first volley and all our shots were on point. No, we're not going to surrender. I want to see if they can still jump. Doesn't look like it. They're heading to the derelict again, it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna jump out and in one more time. I really want them to try to flee if they can. It looks like they're not able to flee, I think. Once we've destroyed the hyperdrive, I think that's it for them. That's my feeling. I'm gonna go down to one cannon to give them more time. Try not to destroy their hull if we can help it. No, they're gonna flee the sector. Where did the shuttle go? They do have a shuttle on board still, don't they? They do. They had an accident on board. They must be leaking atmosphere, right? Because they've got a hole in the back of their hull now. Okay, so this pretty much answers that question. So once we destroy one of their hyperdrives, they're dead in the water. Except that they can still jump between sectors for some reason, which I think is just an oversight in the game programming. Okay, continuing to look through the menu for stuff that we haven't done yet. The research tree didn't really change much. We could build a little bit more furniture. Let's check what the idle comfort level is like in here. So leisure time comfort is... It's lower here because of the lack of light. Here we have light, gaming, seats, and tables. It looks like the comfort from the table didn't propagate all the way around, though. They said in the patch notes that the things that provide comfort no longer have a limited radius, but I don't think that that's true. I think that there's an issue with the way that they're setting that up so that the radius is still there. We already reported that bug. Alright, let's just see. I just want to look and see how much comfort this provides. That provides 20 comfort. So we put that in there. This is going to be real comfortable. Turn off the battle stations. And we should also... We could experiment if putting in more than one different type of table makes a difference. I think that it won't. The couches provide 10 comfort and the tables provide 5 comfort. We're waiting for this. We're waiting for a tech block. We just have to... What's our bottleneck? We're out of raw chemicals, so we can't produce more tech blocks. That's unfortunate. Alright, we could go and find more raw chemicals, but I think we're going to wrap up this playthrough here. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this quick preview of the new features in Alpha 14. And on Saturday, we're going to spend some of our stream time working on starting a new brutal difficulty playthrough of Alpha 14. So hopefully I'll see you then. Thanks very much for watching, and have a good evening.